we focus on helping you claim what's rightfully yours, your health and your freedom. We explore the three main areas of health: the physical realm, the biochemical realm, and the mental and emotional realm. We also explore all the areas of lifestyle we can find that will help you live more abundantly, regardless of where you're starting. And remember, in life, you'll either make excuses or create results. You choose. I'm your host, Dr. Josh Hant, and I'm glad to be with you here today. Make sure to head on down to the show notes and click on the link to join our tribe of human-powered life heroes, where we'll update you on new shows, events, product launches, and so much more. Now, it's time to enjoy the show. Hey everyone, I want to talk to you today about something I started doing 109 days ago. I started doing something called streak running, and I want to share some of the lessons that I believe that I learned, and some of the challenges that I've had, and frankly, a lot of the details. Doing something like this, doing something good for yourself for 100 plus days, it's powerful. And I started doing this, I can't really tell you the exact reason why. I interviewed Charlie Engle, the running man, the guy that ran across the Sahara Desert. I ran an ultramarathon a couple months ago, which was a 12-hour event. And during that event, actually before that event and even after, I got to speak with the guy that won the event. And he says he's been running every single day for over 3 years. I'm like, maybe that's why you're a professional athlete, because you're consistent in doing what you love to do. And the lessons I've learned in the beginning was like, day 1, week 2, week 3, holy crap, I just did a month. And I can tell you, doing a month of running every single day was definitely challenging. I have the days that I'm in New York City. In the beginning, I was waking up at about 4:15, 4:30 in the morning, getting 2 to 3 miles of running in. It was still semi-daylight outside, so I didn't really have to worry too much about cars. And as the summer progressed and we had some fun on the weekends and, working longer hours in the office, my mornings were a little more challenging for me. So I decided to start running when I got home from my office. And all I was doing was pushing 2 miles those days that I was in the city. So I wasn't doing some crazy amount of mileage, worked a full day, and then I ran when I came home. And the question from Meredith, my wife, what she would say is, are you running tonight? I'm like, of course I'm running tonight. I'm running every single day. And, it's always double checking, because I think innately she knows to ask me questions to make sure I'm keeping honest with myself. And you may even hear my dog Gunner here. He is yawning and he may end up barking at me. Come here, buddy. Come here. And, I love that she keeps me consistent in doing what I love to do. She challenges me, and during my running streak so far, she's picked up the running ball again herself, and she's been on the treadmill. I can't say every single day, but she is very consistent. So I'm very proud of her. And I don't think I'm inspiring her. I think she's inspiring herself. She just sees my work ethic when it comes to fitness is very good. And I can tell you recently, some of the challenges that I've had is, frankly, I don't want to run. And it's like, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I ran 10 miles yesterday. I ran whatever it is. And every single day that I think I don't want to run, I realize that is the best time to run, because like David Goggins says, he talks about his inner bitch. And I apologize if you don't like that word, but frankly, it's a word. So he talks about his inner bitch saying, don't do that. Take a day off. Rest. You don't need to really push that hard. Or do you? I can tell you, you're scratching the surface, and I'm scratching the surface of my human potential by pushing beyond those boundaries. I'm not saying you got to push yourself till you injure yourself. I'm not saying you got to push yourself till you break a body part, but you can push yourself a whole heck of a lot farther than you think. Another Goggins-ism is he talks about the 40% rule, is that when you're ready to tap out or when you're ready to quit, you've only just hit that 40% mark. And what if we get to 41? What if we get to 45? What if we get to 50, 60, 70%? What is our own personal potential? Not everybody's the same. Not everybody wants to run an ultramarathon. Not everybody wants to do things that are very physical. But I can tell you this personally, running is a great teacher. And I'm really starting to recognize the power that it is having on my life, in that what I need to do is start to apply the way I look at running, the way I look at challenging my physical body every single day. I can plug that into my marriage. I can plug that into my business work ethic. I can plug that into my learning. I can also plug that into my relaxation, my downtime, which is something that I personally have a huge challenge with. I don't like to sit still. And there are times that is very, very important. I use meditation every single day, and I just interviewed this guy. Let me just grab my stuff here and show you this. So I interviewed this guy, the creator of something called the Brain Tap, and this is a meditation device that is, I hate to use the word hack, but it's almost one of these amazing biohacks that uses sound, vibration, and light, and NLP, things like this to help your brain perform at higher levels. And when you push yourself very hard, you want this thing not only fueled correctly with the right amount of food, water, nutrients, all of those things, but you want to feed it good things with meditation, whether you're using a Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation, an Emily Fletcher meditation, doing TM, doing something that's proactive, but you have to do it daily, right? So that's another thing that I do every single day. I'm not, believe it or not as consistent with something that is as simple as sitting on my couch or a rocking chair or a recliner outside and putting these headphones on with these light blocking, cool looking, Star Wars looking things and meditating every day for 20 minutes. I'm more consistent with doing the more challenging things. That being said, I want to make sure that I can start to apply my running to my meditation, to my business, relationships, all of these different things. So, hey buddy, no digging over there, right? Sorry, talking to the dog. All right, buddy, lay down. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude there. So you may hear him scratching. That's him, trying to dig in my carpet, trying to go, underground or something because he doesn't like me talking. So what other things I learned from myself about running is that the choices I make every single day, whether it be my food or whether it be, I'm going to pause for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, the things that I've learned running, I want to apply them to my life. I also, and I apologize for my dog, I'm not usually recording with him in here. I'm doing a little bit of a test and I want to see how he does. So some of the background noise I do apologize about, but I'm letting you know this is real. This is from the heart. I am a real person just like yourself. So doing things over 109 days running has become, like I said, one of my favorite teachers. And another thing, like I mentioned with nutrition, I have to fuel myself correctly. If I don't fuel myself correctly, I feel it the next day. If I fuel myself correctly, I feel it the next day and the recovery after. So it's very powerful for what you put in our body. Having clean water, this is one of my things I do like to drink. This is Pellegrino. Hold on, here we go. I drink good clean water. I drink Pellegrino. I don't have it in this room right now. There's a company called Lila Quantum Technology, which we've had on our Lifestyle Locker radio podcast. I'm going to bring him back on. His name is Philip. I drink his quantum charged water every single day. It's the first thing I put in my body. One of the other hacks, which I've spoken about on other shows and other podcasts, are I have raw liver every single day. And I've been doing this now for over a couple months. I use a company called Tribe Vitamins by the creator's name is Daniel Eisenman. Check out his episode on the Human Powered Life. And his product is amazing. For those of you who don't want to have organic, grass-fed, grass-finished beef liver every single day raw, his vitamins are killer. They're quite amazing. So I use them for a full month. Absolutely love them. They're easy to digest. They're easy to exercise within your system. No issues whatsoever. Same with the raw liver. So what else have I learned really from running? The challenge is, with running a lot is your body gets tired. And taking care of your body is super, super, super essential. And people are like, don't you need a recovery day? Hey, we're giving you a short break here where you can head down to the show notes or lifestylelocker.com and join our tribe of human-powered life heroes. You'll be the first to know about new shows, events, product launches, affiliate specials, and more. And now, back to the show. I'm thinking, I probably need a recovery day. I need a day where I can move a little bit slower, but I'm still going to run. I have those days, yes. And I need to have those days where I may not go for a run, be in the office, try to lift some weights. I try to hack my fitness a little bit time wise, because sometimes my endurance runs, like today's day 109 of the 109 of my running streak for this recording. I'm using something called the X3 bar, which I've interviewed Dr. John Jaquish. I'm using this bar probably 4 to 5, sometimes 7 days a week, depending on timing. And this is a way that I can get a really stellar workout in 10 to 15 minutes. I can do it in my house. I can do it in my office. I can do it in my home gym. I can do it anywhere. It's quite fantastic. So definitely check out, look up that on Lifestyle Locker Radio. Check out Dr. John Jaquish's episode on the X3 bar. Very cool stuff. Oh man, I don't even know where I'm going right now. Just think about all the running. And I can tell you, one of the things that I start to notice the more I push myself, and today was no exception to that rule, me pushing myself to my limits. I did about 14 and a half miles today. And when your body is not fueling itself, or your body's not utilizing enough nutrients or having enough nutrients in its system, or when your body needs to detox, because sweating is an unbelievable way to detox out toxins in the body, and I sweat for 3 hours straight, like nonstop. That sometimes I have this smell, and the joke is, I've heard Navy SEALs talk about this, is like it's your body eating itself from the inside out, and is a certain, not to be gross, but there's a certain scent, certain smell of that odor of you burning muscle, and I don't want to do that. So I've been working on eating more when I run, so I have the fuel, and I'm using something which I've mentioned in the past in my other training when I went to Standard Processes Nutrition Innovation Center. You can see it in the background behind my right shoulder here, or my left shoulder, excuse me. You can see it's called the Possible Bar. These are almost 600 calorie, 550 calorie bars, food-based, supplement-based, whole food-based, everything, and they're high in fat. They have healthy carbohydrate load. The fibers, all of the, when you're chewing this, you're chewing on pumpkin seeds, dried cherries. I can't tell you all the supplements that are in there, but they are great endurance. We're loaded with coconut oil as well, right? So I ran with that today, and I'm really starting to build this habit, because right now that I'm 109 days in, I am actually charging forward towards the scariest event of my running life, or running career, if I'm allowed to say that, since I'm not a pro. I'm running towards a 150-mile ultra. This is called the Tesla Hertz 100 or 150. I'm doing this a 10-year anniversary, so I opted to register and sign up for the 150-miler. Now my wife wasn't so happy about that. Meredith was definitely not happy about me registering for the 150, but she's all on board. We're talking about prepping now. I'm about 3 weeks out from this, or 4 weeks out from this. So we are prepping what our tent is going to have in it, when she's going to be there, when she's going to be able to sleep, when she's, we have a little condo we rented, or a beach cottage that we rented in Long Island. So she's going to be bouncing back and forth. And the great news is these types of communities bring every type of person together. The ultra running circuit is not like the traditional marathon circuit. The pros hang out with the normal people like myself, and they're peoples of all different shape and sizes and colors, everything. But these events bring everybody together, because our focus is on helping each other accomplish these things that people think are impossible. Running 50 miles, running 100 miles, running 150 miles. And it blows my freaking mind to think that I'm registered to do this. And yeah, it's scary as can be. So doing things that are scary and challenging are very powerful for your psyche, for your mental strength, your mental exercise. And I can tell you, and Charlie Engel has said this on our podcast, is, it's 90% mental and 10% in your head. And I can tell you that when we go through these different stages of feeling and moving as we go through a run, whether you're shooting for your first 5K or you're shooting for your first 150 mile or anything in between, what I have experienced is that our psychology can help us or hurt us. But check this out. This is really cool. So when we start to move forward and we're running and we're moving our body, we're riding our bike, whatever this endurance event or this challenge that you've taken upon yourself to do as a goal, your psychology will impact your physiology, right? The way our body works. If you push your physiology very hard and push it beyond the way your psychology can impact it, that psychology will start to turn off. That's that inner bitch that David Goggins was talking about. It will start to quiet down a little bit. Then you're just running on this physiology. You're running with this amazing machine, this body that's constantly fixing and repairing and pushing itself and has all these ancient roots of us being cavemen and women. And our bodies are pretty amazing when they're used the right way, the way that they are intended to be used, and they're intended to be challenged, because that's where growth happens in these stressed times, right? So when we go from our psychology to impacting our physiology now starts to impact our psychology again and going, I never ran 10 miles before and I'm at mile 13. Or I remember me running and I'd run a 50-mile race before I did my first 100, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm at mile 51 and I am still going. I am now completely in the unknown. So running every single day, challenging yourself every single day, going for these hard things, you will start to develop a much more robust, strong, fortified mental attitude about what can and cannot be done, whether it's in your fitness or in your life, anywhere. So I urge all of you to definitely start to do hard things on a regular basis. Eat well, move well, think well. If you want to be part of our tribe, our human-powered life heroes tribe, we're looking to grow this movement of healthy people striving to be better from the inside out. It's completely free. Check out the link below. You can sign up. It's free. And we email out once a week. I'm not going to blast, you like 12 times a day with emails. You may get a couple of weeks sometimes if something cool is going on in our event, because we are in the process of building our podcast, building our audience, but also building out products and services and information that's free that will help you grow and help you be that better person. I want that for you, not just today, but every single day of your life. I've seen bad things in practice. I've seen, emergencies. I've seen sick people. I've seen cancer and heart disease and all of these things. And not that we treat those things in a chiropractic practice, but a lot of the things that we're seeing today are caused by chronic dis-ease and disease. So understanding that is, if you do something that's proactive in a chronic way, right? 109 days of running, something like that, not just brushing your teeth. We know that's good for you. But what if you took care of your body? What if you took care of your central nervous system, that brain of yours, that thing that controls and coordinates every single cell function? What if you did that every single day? What if you challenged the little voice in your head every single day just a little bit, to push a little bit more, a little bit harder? Where would you go? What would be possible? Think about it. So that's my message for you today. I want you to be better. I want you to be healthier. I want you to be stronger. I want you to unleash that human potential that we all have inside of us, that's hidden and just waiting to be expressed and released, whether, like we said, it's shooting for that 5K or doing a century bike ride, or even focusing and studying and creating money and energy so you can go on the vacation of a lifetime. It can be anything. Do good things for yourself. It will show up in all areas of your life. And sometimes you start to weed out people that may not be like you, that may not want the same types of healthy things that you want. And that's okay. This is your journey and your journey alone. You get to decide how it's written. You get to decide what direction you're going in. And you ultimately get to decide, because it's all about you. Because if you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody else, right? Because when you're not around, what happens? So again, I'm Dr. Josh Ant, here for the Human Powered Life podcast. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Keep charging hard. We'll see you on the next episode. Maybe that next email if you sign up for to become a Human Powered Life hero. Appreciate y'all. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Human Powered Life podcast. Make sure to head over to lifestylelocker.com to check out all the details on the show and to watch part 2 of this episode, which is only in video format. We also have this audio portion in video format if you want. Once again, I'm your host, Dr. Josh Hant, for the Human Powered Life podcast, and I'm looking forward to staying connected with you as a Human Powered Life hero. Remember to join the tribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.